Guys, you're getting ready to see here in the next 15 minutes the greatest opportunity that exists in the country today. If you've got some goals out there of getting out of debt, sending your kids to college without student loans, maybe building a better retirement, maybe keeping your spouse at home with your children, we're going to show you something over the next 15 minutes that on a part-time basis can allow you to do that. And for my wife and I, we saw this business as a way to keep we have 4 kids and I was a high school football coach. We saw this a way for us to be able to keep her home with the kids and do this part-time and be able to maybe, we didn't think we could match her income, but we thought we could get it up to the point where we could survive. And what happened for us is every month we just kept making a little bit more at what you're getting ready to see. And at that point, we resigned as head football coach of a 5A football program over in Arkansas and have been full-time in the company now for 4+ years. And the thing that caught our attention the first night was the residual income. Who here knows what residual income is? Raise your hand. Guys, I didn't. I heard the word. I heard somebody say it the other day. I don't know what residual income is, but I know what income is. I don't think I admitted to it early on, but that's where I was that night. Residual income is an income stream that as you go do the work and it starts to build and you stop doing it, it continues to come. And what Ashley and I saw that night, we thought we could go do this and build in an extra $500, maybe $1,000 a month. And then in our mind at that time, stop doing it, and then what would happen is this income would continue to come, and we could just be a football coach again. What happened for us, though, and I thank God for it every day, was we decided to do the business full-time. We retired from that occupation at 31 years old, turned in our master's degree, our insurance, and what most people call a real career. But guys, that's been almost, well, it's actually now been over 4 years ago we made that decision. What you're about to see is the greatest opportunity in the country today, whether you want to make a little bit or a lot. And let's talk about a few things for just a second. Do you realize that we have individuals in our country that go to work every day and work a 40-hour work week, and at the end of that 40-hour work week, they make about $39,000 a year or less. But yet, there is another individual in our country of equal intelligence working the same amount of hours that's earning over $100,000 per year. And then yet, there is another group of individuals in our country that are working that same 40-hour work week. They're not any smarter than we are. But here's the deal. They're making $500,000 plus per year. And guys, I believe, I didn't know this 5 years ago, but I believe making money, there's a science to it. And once you learn a few rules, guys, you can totally change your financial disposition. The best way to visualize what I'm about to show you is if you wanted to lose weight, it's pretty simple. Eat less, exercise more. For the most part, we're all going to drop a few pounds if we do that. But then comes step 2, that is the discipline of eating less and exercising more. Guys, what we're getting ready to show you here is a few disciplines that if you exercise them, it can totally change the way you make money. And we're going to show you a company, which there's no doubt about it, it's not even my opinion, it's the greatest company in the world to do it with. But let's look at a couple of those disciplines. In our country today, there's a group of employees or small business owners that actually constitutes about 95% of our American population. That's people that go to work for somebody or that have a small business that employs just a couple of people. Yet, that group of people only control 5% of this nation's wealth. That group of people, which most of us fit into, core value is security. I don't care if I make a lot. Just make sure I got enough to pay my bills on the 15th and 30th. I'd rather not go big than take a chance on failing. But yet there's another group of people out here. They are the big business owners of our world. Guys, they're only 5%, actually a little less than 5% of our American population. But here's the crazy thing. That group of individuals controls 95% of this nation's wealth. And guys, we're going to show you right now the principles that these big business owners have. And let's look at them real quick. Their core value is freedom. They would much rather have less security and more freedom. They don't want to have an alarm clock. They don't want to go on vacation for a week once a year. They want to stay on vacation all year and work when they feel like it. Now, here's one thing that separates those two individuals. As an employee or small business owners, we make money by trading our time. Who in here makes money when they're not at work? Besides your fortune business? Nobody. Nobody has something running for them when they're not at work. Guys, how you make the really big money is you don't make money just on your time. You multiply your efforts out. That's what big business owners know. So what do? They leverage their time through thousands of employees. Those employees trade their time. The big business owners have them leveraged and they become wealthy. Guys, we're going to show you a way tonight to leverage time without employees, where everybody sits with equal opportunity to then leverage their own time out. And that's all going to make sense to you in just a second. A couple of other principles is leverage your money. Once you start making some money, you put that money to work for you. So as you're sleeping, whether it be in land or real estate or stocks, however you choose to leverage your money. And then the third way, which you can't even hardly find a book on, is residual income. And if you don't think residual income is real, drive down into downtown Charlotte or anywhere downtown America, Atlanta, Chicago, and look up. and see that every tall skyscraper in every downtown, 99% of them, are built on residual income. Telephone companies, electric companies, banks. Now, you believe me, those banks, they're locked in. Whether it be credit cards or house notes, that residual income is always flowing for them. Guys, we're getting ready to show you right now how you can do all three of those things. And the company we're going to talk about is called Fortune High-Tech Marketing. This company was created back January of 2001, as Betty Miles was just talking to you about, by a gentleman named Paul Orberson. Paul Orberson, an American history teacher, basketball coach, was exposed to this industry back in 1990. Joined it like anybody else would for a little extra money. A long story made short on Paul is over a course of about a 5-year time frame, as Betty told you, built a paycheck that exceeded $1 million in a single month. Very researchable. Throw his name in Google, thousands of hits on him. The neat thing for him is by 1996, at the age of 39, he was able to create total financial independence for his family, was able to walk away, retire, and go enjoy life on his own terms. All good news for Paul and the Orberson family. Now here's the good news for us. Is 5 years into that retirement, Paul decided he was going to do something again. And what he wanted to do was real simple. He wanted to create a company in the industry that had set his family free, a company that would clean out this industry and put a viable opportunity out here to the average American family that wanted to go out and do whatever. Fix a retirement, build some education money for your kids, get out of debt, whatever we want to do with it, to include become wealthy if you want to work hard at it, as Rochelle and Fred, you're going to hear from in just a second, have done, and maybe even go